Yes? Yes? Was that it? Fuck! I mean, sorry. I shouldn't be yelling. Oh, God. Okay, so it turns out, I don't know, my microphone wasn't plugged in to the right USB or whatever the hell. Oh, fuck. Alright, let's get back to it. Jesus. Oh, Lord. Okay. Finally. I'm really sorry about that, guys. Like, I don't know why the audio acts up sometimes. Okay. So, if you're here, thank you very much for coming. Very nice of you. We're just drawing a personal project of mine, like I said. You guys have any questions? Let me know in the chat. That should be merged. Boop. Maybe I should like put my audio on a default setting so that I don't have to like mess with it every time I stream. That's the problem with streaming. You have to have all this text shit figured out. And again, sorry if my keyboard's kind of loud. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying my tutorials. I don't really have a lot of time to make them anymore right now, but I've been trying. Like, I used to just pop them out, but I don't know. Got a lot of shit on my mind. And then, you know, I have to get more serious within, like, career shit. Like, what I want to do. How am I going to do that? Stuff like that, you know? You think about that after a while. Thinking about going to school soon, like, for art school. That'd be nice. Ooh, that's... Face is a little round there. Might not want to do that. Since I'm drawing, might as well tell you how I do my process. So, what I have here, not this one, but here I have the sketch, and then what I do is I multiply it. I go here, and then I select, oh shit, I select multiply from this little drop down bar. And multiply, it kind of like makes colors darker. So when you have a layer underneath, like color, then when you have the multiply layer on top of it, the colors on the multiply layer seem darker. I can't really explain like the whole textbook definition of it, but that's as best as I can describe it. And then what I do when I'm done with both the sketch and the color, I duplicate these two layers and then I combine them into one. So you can always have a backup when you need it. And right now we're going in with some basic colors real quick. Hello, Victor's abs. Going in with some basic colors. A lot of people like to do very, very dull colors when they first start digital art. That's like if I go here to the skin palette and then I drop down towards the gray areas because it's a darker color, you don't have to necessarily go into the gray or black color palette because even though shadows that you would think of are usually gray and black, not all shadows are gray and black. Especially when it comes to skin tone, you really got to be careful. So I'm using more of a red / peach, I don't know, peach color. Colin does cringe 420. Yeah, I can do just as well on paper. Digital is just a preference for me. It's not like the only thing I can do. It's just a preference. You know, some people like drawing on paper rather they do digitally, and that's understandable. You know, whatever you're comfortable with. If you follow me on my Instagram should be on the screen that I set up. You can see that I also do like sketchbook drawings every now and then when I feel like it. So digital is just a preference, and it's technically the same thing as traditional. It's just the tools are easier to use, it's less messy, and digital is more of a modern kind of thing, you know, like if you're doing prints or you're doing shit for billboards, magazines, you can't really bring traditional stuff to the table. You have to have a print ready to go, to be printed, to be published, scaled, blown up, all that stuff. But I'm not saying traditional can't be a good, or is like not career oriented in any way. There's a lot of traditional artists out there too, for Disney Pixar and stuff like that. Storyboard artists are traditional most of the time. Concept artists as well. Get that color in. Yeah. So yeah, you guys can feel free to follow me on Instagram, because I don't post too much on my YouTube channel, which I feel kind of bad about, but you know, I got a life. I can put videos up when I have the time. I wish I had more time, but sorry. So what I usually post on there is just stuff that I'm working on, or just doodles. It's really weird how I can just doodle and then one day I'll have the fucking Mona Lisa or whatever. Well, it feels like I painted the Mona Lisa. It takes a long time. Huh. Ooh, that's ugly. That's actually kind of ugly. I don't like that color. So when you're coloring, you notice how I go into like this area rather than the gray area? Stay away from the grays. That's my opinion. I have a lot of vibrant pictures, vibrant drawings. It's because I know how to choose color. And most of the time I just kind of experiment. I don't really plan anything. I'm just kind of going at it. And it's good to experiment. You don't have to be scared. Yeah, my Instagram is @poloblind. If you guys want to check that out. You don't have to. It's just if you want to see more stuff from me. What am I doing? I'm like picking the wrong... Go back to this color. There we go. Yeah. I do a lot of realistic portraits as well nowadays. I think as an artist you should know how, or like know what techniques to use to create a realistic portrait, but it doesn't have to be your style entirely. Some people are like, oh, I have to paint the David in order to be a good artist. Like, no, you don't. You don't have to. I'm just saying it's good if you know how to paint realistically, because it gives you a better understanding of anatomy and whatnot. You know, like your style can be the goofiest thing I've ever seen, but if you can show me that you can paint or like draw human bodies realistically, then that's cool. You don't have to, but that's cool. Gives you a better understanding. Yes, that Frank Ocean portrait, like that was I'm pretty sure that was traditional. Yeah, I haven't worked with pencil in a very long time, so that portrait actually surprised me. I don't usually do traditional. Nowadays I'm trying to. That's one of my 2018 goals. Draw more traditionally. But most of the time, digital, less messy. Less pencil stabbing and erasers. Those little, like, what's that stuff that comes off the eraser? I don't know what the word is, but little eraser poops. I hate that shit. It gets everywhere, and I'm like, the hell? The hell, man? And it's getting harder for me to pick out like tutorials to do, because yeah, mostly I do digital, and I always want to do like, oh, how to do this digitally or how to do that digitally. But I know a lot of you guys are traditional, so I try to find a good medium in between the two. Maybe we should go a little more red / orange on the cheeks. And if you guys are wondering what brushes I'm using, if you are a digital artist or aspiring digital artist, I use this guy's brushes. His name is Ahmed Aldori. You can find him on YouTube. I liked his brushes. A lot of them, well, most of them are flat brushes, and then some of them are textured. I don't really like textured brushes. Depends. Most of the time, I'm just like flat and simple. That's all I want. There we go. And some people don't like flat brushes, which I can understand because they're kind of awkward to use at first. A lot of people like round brushes or whatever. Round brushes, I don't know, they're just too basic for me. I need something interesting. They work at certain angles, flat brushes. But I understand if some people don't like to use them. Depends on what you want, what makes you comfortable. This girl has a green tongue because I think in a lot of my original styles, like I have a style that's completely original, like just, well, I don't know about completely original, but one that I like to do is like my default style is these crazy expressions and whatnot. These girls with that show their teeth and have weird colored tongues. Kind of an inspiration from Ed, Edd n Eddy. But I gave this girl a green, kind of like a teal tongue, because I just wanted to. Nice to add something interesting every now and then. And one other tip I would like to give. I never, almost ever, go to true black when I'm painting something. Because going to true black, I mean, in certain cases, it can make your painting look really dramatic. I forgot that one Renaissance painter. Was he Renaissance? I don't fucking know. But there's this one painter from the past who used to use a lot of black. And it made his paintings like hella dramatic. It looked like a Michael Bain movie. Without shit blowing up, of course. But it's beautiful. But that's because he knew how to use it. Some people go way overboard. And I'm like, where even is your... the main focus? I might change the color on that, actually. I don't know if I want black. Or not black, but it's like a dark red. I don't know if I want that. I'll come back to it. Okay. I'm just going to start blocking in color faster here. Sometimes I get too caught up on details too soon. And that slows me down. I really got to stop doing that. Just block out color as soon as possible. I really appreciate the influx of subscriptions I've had this past month. Like, there's literally maybe, I don't know, 10 new subscribers a day. That's fucking crazy. I know some people are like, that's such a small number. Why are you excited? And I'm like, well, I'm excited because that's more than I've seen in the past 5 years. Because I'm paying more attention to my channel now. Which I should have done in the past. Apologies. But yeah. It's crazy. I get why people get so hyped for that kind of stuff. It's really weird. Here we're just doing like a little shadow. I don't like to get too bold with my shading. I just kind of block in color or whatever. We're not going to worry about like this part or this part. Not today. And if you guys want to see what this looks like when it's finished, please follow my Instagram. I don't post every single thing that I do on YouTube as a speed paint. Sometimes if it's like really good or if it's a big project, I post a speed paint on YouTube, but most of the time I post the finished product on my Instagram. And you guys can also ask me questions on Instagram. You can slip right into my DMs and ask me anything. Not anything, because you know, I still can block you, but you know what I mean. Art related. Hey Yam, what's up? Yeah, you should have been here earlier. I had problems with my audio. That was awkward. Won't happen again. Well, I can't promise it won't happen again because I'm an idiot. Alright. Let's see here. Work on the ears a little bit. Right now I'm just blocking in color. I don't have to go too detailed. It's important that you don't get caught up in the details. Blocking color is very, very important. Alright. Let's block in this hair too. I wanted her hair to be kind of cotton candy-ish, like very pink, light blue pastels. You don't annoy me. I mean, I've had people that just straight up every 10 minutes ask questions for like an hour straight, but you never annoy me. I'm really glad that you're progressing in your art, by the way. That's really cool. Like, I like people that show me their progress and that they're really happy with it. I really think that's awesome. What the fuck was I doing? I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, the hair. I got Alzheimer's. Alright. So I tend to go a little darker at the roots. Hair's naturally darker at the roots because it's new hair. Hasn't been touched by the sun and whatnot. Of course. And it really makes me happy when people thank me for their progress too. I mean, like, I personally, I don't know, I personally don't think I deserve thank yous and whatnot, but it's really flattering. I don't know what to say most of the time. I'm just like, oh, you're welcome, I guess. Glad it helped. I don't know. I don't know, something just happened where a lot of people are just watching my shit. I'm like, what the hell? Where was this? 5 months ago. I don't know. It's thanks to you guys most of the time for like sharing and whatnot. That's really awesome of you guys, and I highly appreciate that. My hair ridges. You guys wear headsets? Have your ears ever gotten really hot? Especially when you're playing like a frustrating game. Have your ears gotten really hot to the point where you have to take off the headset or air out one of your ears at a time? You ever done that? I do that all the time. Let's kind of get rid of these lines here. Not too sure what I'm going to do with the hair yet. I just know it's going to be like pink and blue. Let's get rid of these lines. Hello, crazy unicorn. Man, oh man. I hope you guys are liking my new videos, by the way. I did get new editing software. So hopefully that's working out. Get rid of these lines. This part of painting is the worst, in my opinion, where you have to block in color And sometimes you don't know exactly what you're doing. But it's fine. You'll figure it out. People like me, we figure it out. I like the color palette too. If you guys follow my Instagram, if you saw my first Space Girl portrait, hers was like a blue and orange kind of color palette. Really bright. This one I'm going more for a pastel. Let's go. So yeah, I don't want to go too. Oh, no, that's a little too green. Going more blue. There we go. Yeah, there we go. And I know it looks a little messy now, but like I said, we're just blocking in color. Same with traditional. When you're trying to pick out colors, or if you're trying to just get in whatever you need to, best not to think about details too soon, because that'll slow you down for real. Alright, then I kind of want it to fade from the pink into the blue. I want a nice mix. You ever had those like Trix yogurts? The ones with tons of sugar in it? I remember having that as a kid in elementary school. Those Trix yogurts where you could like mix the colors and stuff. Those are so good, but so bad for you. A lot of sugar. Right? It's crazy looking up like what I first posted versus what I just posted. Lot of improvement. And I tell that to people all the time, like, how do you get that good, Josephine? I can only tell you one thing, it's practice. And people hate when I say that. I don't know why, because it's true. Practice is what makes you better. They're like, I want to learn how to get better overnight. How do I do that? I'm like, well, you fucking can't. You cannot. You know, people watch my videos and they practice for weeks and then they share with me how their progress is, and I'm like, that's great. That's exactly what you're supposed to do, is practice. And I didn't get this good just by sitting on my ass, I picked up my tablet or sketchbook and I just fucking got to it. Okay, what color should the eyes be? Let's try to stay in the pastel range. Should they be pink as well? Or should one eye be pink and one eye be blue? Oh my fuck. Let's try it. Okay, so one eye pink, one eye blue. Let's see if it's not too crazy. Maybe like this one? Yeah, laziness is a big part of people not getting better. And I used to be the same too. Like, in middle school, I thought I was the shit. I thought my drawings were the shit. But, it's just, I don't know. I think, when I see other people's art, and I'm not saying you should compare yourself to other people's art, but I could see that what I was doing wasn't really good enough. And I don't know, I have a problem with that too. I always think I'm not good enough. I always think like, oh, I can do better next time, or this could have been a lot brighter, this could have been a lot darker. I always put myself down, which you should never do that, but you should definitely encourage yourself to get better rather than put yourself down. You should tell yourself like, oh, next time I'll try to improve my anatomy, or next time I'll try to improve my use of color. That way, you'll want to practice more, because then you believe you can do better. But don't never put yourself down. Never ever put yourself down. That's not gonna help you at all. I know a lot of my friends who are artists, they're always like, oh man, this art was shitty, I should have never done this. I don't think I can do this ever again, even if I wanted to. I'm like, you shut your ass up. You know damn well you can do better, but you can't put yourself down like that. I know it sounds corny, but you got to believe in yourself. You'll never get better if you don't. Oh, that looks kind of cool. Well, that looks kind of cool. Maybe lighten it up a little bit. Trying to keep it in the pastels. Maybe I'll change it to blue, or maybe I'll change it to just both pink. I don't know. Yes, practice. Like, not everybody, I mean, I don't know. I believe drawing is a skill. It's not a talent. Drawing takes a certain amount of, what's it called? It takes a certain amount of motor skill. You know, both from your motor capabilities to your mental capabilities. There's a part in the brain where it allows someone to draw something just as it is. And then there's the part of the brain, I don't know what it's called, but I'm just going to call it our imagination, that lets us manipulate what we see in real life and turn it into something that we want. So, like this girl, she doesn't exist in real life, most likely. But my brain thinks that I can make her part of real life just by drawing her. It's the same with video games. Like, most video games are based from real life. People have thought of those things, you know? And only certain people have that capability. Not everybody has that ability. And that's what makes the world so great, because we have imagination. Da-da. I can get really philosophical with it too, but I'm not. It's just, bottom line, just practice. Drawing, it's not really a talent, it's a skill. Like, I've yet to see somebody come out the womb and paint the Last Supper, alright? Okay, let's kind of get rid of the lines in these eyebrows. Just gonna have pink eyebrows. Believe it or not, I've seen people have, like, colored eyebrows. Part of me is like, why? And then part of me is like, that's awesome. I wish I could color my eyebrows. My parents would kill me. Hey, Bruce the Fox. Glad you can make it to the stream. Okay, we're getting there, guys. This is looking good. We're getting there. Just, this is, I don't know, this is a shitty process. I hate doing this. This is the worst. My favorite part of digital drawing is when I get to, like, rendering stuff. Because right now I'm just blocking in color. But when I get to rendering, oh, that's the fucking best. Because you get to add all those details, you get to add highlights, shadows. It's awesome. There we go. Oops, not that. I saw Wreck-It Ralph yesterday. I love that movie. Like, I cry every time. Not at the traditional parts where you would cry. I cried when... What's his name? Oh, well, obviously fucking Ralph. I'm such an idiot. What's his name? It's fucking Ralph. Says it in the movie. But I cried when he smashed Vanellope's little go-kart or whatever. I was like, why'd you do that, man? She worked so hard on it. It's bullshit. Anybody else cry in that movie, or is it just me? Am I embarrassing myself? Oh. Are they making a second Wreck-It Ralph? For real? My god. I'd love to see it. Hello, soulless trash. Da-da-da. I do not have a P.O. box, actually. It's kind of complicated for me to get one at the moment. I was thinking about setting up a P.O. box, but I have some news coming up. I'm not going to tell you guys yet, but I have some news coming up. So stuff like that is a little complicated right now. Take place in the internet? What does that mean? like video games on the internet, not like the retro arcade games, right? So like PC games and whatnot. That'd be cool. It's interesting. Let's add a little more color in that nose. Oh. Oh, okay, I see. It's gonna be a weird concept. Ooh, art stealers. Man, those people really get under my skin. I think I had that happen to me before. I was on DeviantArt and I forgot what it was, but I posted a drawing, and literally 30 minutes later, I see the same drawing on somebody else's profile, and I was gonna check. I checked, of course, to see if he at least credited me, you know, if he wanted to share, but he didn't. He claimed it as his, but luckily I had a few friends back me up and he was banned. But that's not fun. It's not fun seeing your work being claimed by somebody else. So I don't know. I think art stealers are scum of the earth, in my opinion. Like, you shouldn't steal. It's like stealing in general. You shouldn't steal other people's property. Oh shit. It's my boy, Zerk the Alien. Hey, lazy days. So the second movie's November 23rd. I don't have time for that. I'm gonna forget. Hello, I don't know if I was saying that right. Usuna Art. I'm 21 years old. I started drawing when I was around, I can't say what age specifically I started drawing. Like, second grade. I don't know, maybe I was like 7 or 8. La 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 la. Let's start fixing this hair. Alright. You want to send fan art? Well, you could always, like, if it's traditional, you could always take a picture of it, and my business email should be on my YouTube channel somewhere, like in the About section. Or you could go to my Instagram and then you could DM me the picture if you'd like. But if you wanted to send it to me traditionally, like by envelope or whatnot, I don't see how you can without me giving you my real address, which I don't really want to do. That's the problem. But you could always scan it and send it to me via email. Hello, David Amigo. Thank you. I just do what I can. Whoops. If you guys are wondering where I get inspired to do... Stop hitting the shits. Sorry. Stop hitting the... I'm sorry. If you hear like a tapping sound, that's my pen hitting the microphone. What is that called? Mesh thingy? Is what I put in front of it to keep wind out of it. But if you're wondering where I get inspired, I play a lot of video games. Video games offer a whole world of possibilities. And you don't have to play video games to get inspired. You can just go on Pinterest or whatever. Or go to other people's art profiles. And yeah, sometimes I'm inspired by other people too. Yes, procrastination. Dude, you're telling me. Like, I was supposed to stream 2 weeks ago, but once I sat down and ate hot Cheetos while watching movies, I just didn't want to. Laziness and procrastination. It'll get you. It'll get you. My art style. That's a hard question. for a lot of people, your art style comes rather naturally. You know, you take all these phases in, like everybody, pretty much everybody has an anime phase. I used to have an anime phase. You should have seen me fourth, fifth grade. I loved anime, drew a lot of Dragon Ball Z stuff. I loved Piccolo too. My God. But after a while, I just kind of fell out of this style because it wasn't really teaching me too much, and I felt kind of limited to one style. So what I did was I started exploring different things. I started getting more into cartoons rather than anime. And because anime has a very obvious style, you know what I mean? Big eyes, weird hair. Well, at least back then. You know, big eyes, weird hair, weird clothes. And just, you could obviously tell it was anime. If you go up to somebody and you show them what anime looks like, they'd be like, yep, that's it, that's anime. Don't know what else it would be. But cartoons, you have such a vast range of possibilities that you could draw cartoons in. Ed, and Eddie was one where I was like, oh my God, you can draw cartoons like that? Weird colored tongues. Everybody has such a different body shape, different character, and different personality, stuff like that. You could tell by their style. You know, like if I showed you an Ed, and Eddie picture and you never seen the show before, then you're going to be like, oh, that's a cool cartoon. And if you have seen the show and I show the picture of Ed, and Eddie to you, you'd be like, that's fucking Ed, and Eddie. We already know. Because that's that distinct style. But if you show me any fucking anime, I'm just going to be like, well, it's an anime, but it's this specific anime. You know what I mean? My opinion on tracing, it depends. It's 50-50 for me. If you're tracing and you publish your drawing and you claim it as your own, then it's kind of like cheating in a way. You know, I know a lot of people like to trace those like reference pictures, like it's already a pre-drawn pose or whatever, and then they trace over it and they add their own details to it, like clothes, hair, color, stuff like that. You should at least say that you used a certain body pose reference that you traced with, you know what I mean? You should at least say that. So then it wouldn't be as blasphemous. But if you trace entirely and then you claim it as your own, like then it's not yours. Somebody else drew it. You just drew it again. So no matter what, it's not okay. Oh, my leg hurts. I'm sitting on it. Soulless Trash. I do not have any OCs that I always go back to. Not really. I don't really create OCs, but I have one whose name is Oz. If you check out my Instagram, she's this girl with a red fish hook in her hair. And I used to draw her a lot. Not as much right now because I have a lot of other projects to do, but I used to draw her a lot. So I guess she's my OC. How did I get good at Photoshop? Just practice. At first it seems a little intimidating because you're like, what do all this stuff do? What does all this shit do? I have no idea where to start. But you just get used to it. You can also look up tutorials on YouTube and people will tell you how to use certain tools or what certain tools do. I personally never did that. I like to find things out for myself. I'm very stubborn. You know, like if somebody came up to me and was like, oh, you need help with that? I'd be like, no, I can do it myself. I can figure it out myself. I'm very stubborn. I I can relate to that, Colin. Bodies, I can draw them, but I wish I was as confident in drawing them as I was in faces. Alright. Quick tip, you guys, when you're drawing eyes, don't go entirely white. Eyes are not entirely white. Eyes are kind of like a off white, kind of eggshell white. But they're not entirely white. That's what makes your drawings look kind of creepy. Somebody has like fucking ghost white eyes. Sorry, I'm sniffing a lot. There's dust in here. Let's get rid of these ugly lines. How do I feel about trash? What? Oh, the pen lag problem? I usually only have that problem with my current tablet. I never had a problem with it when I had my USB computer tablet. But I heard that all you have to do is, what's it called? The driver that goes along with your tablet, if you use a tablet, I think you just have to reinstall the driver or update the driver, because sometimes it'll be out of date, so the pen won't work anymore. So you either update the driver or just reinstall it or reinstall Photoshop altogether. But I never had that problem where I had to reinstall it entirely. Yeah, it kind of looks like it's saying, "You think you're better than me? Meh." 6 outer tone. I have no idea what a Turcom tablet is. Like, I'm very familiar with other tablets that aren't Wacom, but never heard of Turcom. Or are you trying to say Wacom, but you misspelled it somehow? I don't know. Turcom. Nah, never heard of that. Let's go a little red. Not too red. Get that. There we go. That's a little, it's a little much. There we go. There we go. When you're drawing like full body stuff, I recommend starting with the head first. I always used to try to draw the body first, but then you're like, well, how does the head gonna look? Everybody has their own preference in what to draw first, but most of the time I like to draw the head first. It's easier for me. Let's see, I don't want to look like a raccoon, so I gotta be careful not to add too much of this. And kind of hard to blend with flat brushes, but I'm just putting in whatever I need. The best way to work on anatomy, what I used to do, when I was like into Dragon Ball Z and stuff, is I would question how certain muscles look. So obviously Dragon Ball Z is an exaggerated form of anatomy. Like, you're not everybody's buff on that show. Realistically, we live in a world where not everybody's buff. So what I did was I looked at anatomy books, or I studied references from like Pinterest or whatnot. Or when it was simpler times, I looked at books. Didn't have the internet. But yeah, you just don't be afraid to look at references. That's what I would like to tell everyone. You do not have to be afraid to use references. You can't expect yourself to know what a body is drawn like when you first draw a body, of course. So it's like, I don't know, if your homework assignment for art class is draw the female body, you're not going to sit there all alone at your desk with a little study light on, trying to figure out how it's drawn, just look at references. It's fine. Don't trace the reference, but try to gather information from the reference. That's what I do. Soulless Trash, I do not have a Patreon. I used to have a Patreon, but I think I was a little too small to be starting something like that, so I had to delete it. Didn't want too much stress worrying about it, so I just deleted it. Perhaps in the future I'll have a Patreon again, but right now, I'm still a little small. And I don't have any time to be making tutorials left and right. So I just keep my YouTube thing going. I barely even know how to use fucking Patreon. Like if all I did all day every day was draw, then I'd probably have a fucking Patreon, yeah. But I have a life. Gotta get out there and do shit. Okay, what is she missing? Eyelids, yep. That's what it was. You ever look at your drawings and be like, what is it missing? I don't think I've ever drawn a person without eyelids before, or like the double eyelid thing. I know more Asian influence characters don't really have that double eyelid thing going, but with my stuff I always put the double eyelid. Lazy days. Patreons is it's like a content service a little bit. So you can somebody explain what Patreon is, because I can't find the words. Can't find the words to exactly describe what it is. I don't want to get it wrong either. I don't know. I like to think of it as a kind of a subscription based content payment thing. So monthly you get a certain amount of content depending on what ranking you pay for. So if you're like a basic subscription, you get a certain amount of content. If you're a master subscription, you get all this shit every month. But I don't know. Don't know how to explain it for sure. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking real good. Might want to fix these eyebrows. Whoops. It's a little pink, a little too light pink, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I wish I could explain it better, but that's pretty much what it is. That's why I said I can't really get into Patreon, because it's a lot of work, and I don't have enough time for that. Wish I did, but fortunately I don't. Like, if I can't post videos every week on YouTube, what makes you think I can do Patreon? I try my best, though. I hope you guys know that. A lot of work doing these tutorials and whatnot, especially voicing them. God, because I can never voice over and do the tutorial at the same time. I tried once to do that, but I found myself going silent for 20 minutes straight because I was too focused on drawing, and I was like, what the fuck? Can't do it. So I just record and voice over later. Easier for me. Yeah, thanks for providing what it is. I couldn't find the words. I don't know, it's still kind of odd to me. Patreon is still kind of odd for me. A lot of people are new to it, but I'm just like, I have no clue. Alright, let's kind of blend these colors together a little bit so it doesn't look all two-toned. My favorite song? That's hard. I have a lot of favorite songs. I'll say one thing is my jam, and then when another song comes on, I'll be like, oh, this is my jam. So I don't know what my favorite song is. I'll tell you what my favorite artist is, though. My favorite music artist is Kid Cudi. And it'll always be Kid Cudi. Just stretching real quick. Whoops. There we go. I think it's time to bring in the soft brush soon. Yes, Kid Cudi is so underrated. And I really like a lot of his newer albums now. Gosh, I gotta get rid of these dark lines right here. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Get rid of some darker lines. Oh, that was Frank Ocean, I think. Frank Ocean was like, oh, I'm gonna release an album in the summer. And then 3 summers passed. And then he's like, well, I didn't tell which summer. Thank you, Frankie. Thank you very much. Made me so upset. I was waiting for 3 friggin' years. Lied to me. But whatever. He did come up with an album, finally. Let's see here. Ooh, make the neck a little thinner. There we go. Little thinner. Oops. Okay. Just getting rid of these like dark ass lines. Ugly, ugly, ugly. When you're digitally painting, very good to have guides for yourself. But then when you paint over them, you're like, ew, get rid of it. Don't need it anymore. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Disgusting, disgusting. Ew, ew, ew. Put the hair back. Whoops. Before I used Photoshop, I used to use a program called Clip Studio Paint. That program. It's like a simplified Photoshop, pretty much. Didn't really like it that much. Couldn't do too much with it. Like, in Photoshop, you can do filters, and you can warp the picture, you can color balance and whatnot, add text, all that stuff. But Clip Studio Paint is like a simpler version. I used to use it just for doodling, pretty much, till I got Photoshop for real. Then I was like, yes! Because Photoshop lets you do a lot more. Just saying. And mind you, I never paid for any of these programs. I got people. Yeah. After this, I'm gonna play some fucking Zelda. I'm gonna relax. Anybody else here play Breath of the Wild? That game's the bomb. I love that game. It's really hard for me to find those like tower things though. I'm just trying to explore for right now because I only started the game like what, 2-3 weeks ago. But I'm just trying to find all the towers so I can get a better layout of the map. So I'm not lost in a blue abyss. Yes, Zelda booty. Me and my sister were like, yo, Link looks really hot, but real quick, what's his age? So I don't get in trouble. And then the game says he's like 100, well, probably he's more than 100 years old, but still, in the concept of our time, how old is he? Don't want to get in trouble. Da-da. Gosh, getting rid of all these guidelines is really, really annoying. But I gotta do it. Jailbait Link. He is jailbait. He is not gonna make it. My favorite part of that game is the deserts. Like where Gerudo Town is and all that. Like, oh my god, the Gerudos are fucking... They're jacked, dude. I was so surprised. I'm like, oh my god. Who are you people? Why is everybody jacked? It looks like a Dragon Ball Z episode. Jesus. It was amazing, though. I gotta work on these ears. Ears are the worst. I, like, never know what to do with them. I'm gonna keep this little swatch over here. Hello, Aaron Johnson. Thank you. Ooh, don't want to get too dark for the ear. God, I never know what to do with the ear. I kind of just guess. It's a bad habit of mine. Like, I don't know if the ear actually looks like this. Probably doesn't. But I just guess. I don't really care. Usually they're hiding anyway. I hide the ears behind the hair or something. Or I get really lazy and I just do that, like... let me see. I just do this. So I draw the ear. This is the ear. And then I do either this, a little 6... or I do this. That's it. Really lazy. I don't get all detailed with it if I don't have to. It's easy to blend colors if you have the right brush. That's what I gotta say. Or if you're a traditional artist, there's certain techniques to it. You just gotta work at it. That's all. And thank you. Creep. You guys' usernames are crazy. There we go. Just guessing. I'm probably gonna copy paste this ear anyway. Too lazy if I can do the other ear myself. Is copy paste a crime? No. Are you kidding me? I want to become a concept artist one day, and I'm confident I will be. But copy paste will always save the day. And I don't care what anybody says about me copy pasting. You can work up to it, Aaron. Anybody can get to this skill level. Like, it just takes practice. Everybody has a different journey when it comes to drawing. You should have seen my drawings 5 years ago. They were shite, Aaron. Shite. Nowhere near this level. For some, it takes a little longer. But honestly, it's worth it. Hello, Kim Izumi. Can somebody tell me how many people are watching the stream? Because I don't want to go away from the screen right now. This is why I don't have a dual monitor setup, so I can't like check everything at once. But I don't want to take off the thing. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you for doing that. Okay. I'm just gonna erase this little guideline here. Not gonna forget that there's little diamonds or whatever. I forgot what I was supposed to do with that. I'm supposed to put like diamonds or whatever on her forehead. I don't know. I forgot. I forgot 5 minutes ago. Alright, cool. Da-da-da. get some more color in her forehead. There we go. I'm just gonna kind of bring some more peach color in her head too, because it's a little light. Looks a little pale. There we go. Alright. So now, I'm gonna fix her eyebrows just a bit more, because, I don't know, looking a little odd. Whoops. I'm just gonna kind of do that. I'm not gonna do the eyebrows today. Those take a long time, believe it or not. Let's fix these lips. I'm not gonna do a weird lip color for this one. So let's just add this natural lip color. Whoops, what was that? Oh, does it come out February 10th? Oh my god, you already know. You already know what's about to happen. Little Nightmares. Any of you ever played that game? Fucking love that game. It's so mysterious. I have so many questions, but it never answers my questions. Yes, I think I did a fan art of 6, the main character, the girl character. If she is a girl, I don't know. I don't want to assume her gender. But man, that game is crazy. It's a really good game, Kim Izumi. I think it's available on PC and PS4. I don't even know if they have it on Xbox, but it's really good. It's like Tim Burton movies met Spirited Away. That's pretty much what it is. The style of it, I guess. Oh, okay, they do have it on Xbox. Let's see here, just fixing up the lips, because lips are important, and I hate drawing the lips, because they never look right. My video game of 2017, ooh, it's probably gonna have to be Dishonored, because I played Dishonored like 100 times last year, because oh man, I don't know, every time I go back to that game there's something different or I miss something, so I just kept going back, and I'm like, why do I keep finding out new things? So I just kept going back and back and back. Great storyline, great gameplay, love it. It's like I recommend it if you like games where you can sneak around and kill people, or you don't have to kill people, you can just knock them out. I just like stealth a lot. Makes me use my brain. You're getting one of your teeth pulled out? I had to get my wisdom teeth pulled out last year. I had a good doctor too. He did it in under 15 minutes. It was the worst. I mean, like, it was good. He did it in such a short time, but my mom was late with the medication well after the general anesthetic wore off. I wasn't put to sleep, by the way. It was just general anesthetic. The same shit they use to clean your teeth and whatnot. Or before they clean your teeth. And she was 2 hours late. I was waiting forever for the fucking medication. I remember almost crying on the couch because I was waiting for her for such a long time. It was the worst. Like, I'm not suicidal or anything, but that day I was. I was like, oh my god, I need to go. I need something better than this. My hand's getting numb. Let's fix these teeth right here. I kind of like doing teeth. It's like a nice little detail that not a lot of people notice, but then when you do notice, you're like, wow, look at them pearly whites. They're a little hard to draw though, because sometimes one tooth looks a lot bigger than the other and you're like, whoa, that's wrong. Phantom Pain? Oh, Metal Gear Solid, right? Right? I don't know. I think she was late because I have an Asian mom, alright? Sometimes they don't have their priorities straight. So I asked her why she was so late, and she's like, oh, I was shopping. I was shopping at Target. Had a lot of good deals, Target. And I'm like, fucking, you were shopping while I was in pain. Thank you. That's great. So, yeah, Asian moms, you can't do shit with them, I swear to God. I love her, but do a kid a favor, alright? Let's see here. Get this teal tongue in. Not doing all the details today. That'll be done later when you check out my Instagram. Whoops. Huh. There we go. I'm gonna add a little shadow underneath. Boop-a-doo. So it doesn't look like she's chewing on bubble gum. Whoops. It's a little too much color. There we go. And let's add some highlights. Whoops. Sorry, I tapped the thing again. There we go. I don't know. Probably mint. I don't really like mint gum. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but mint gum reminds me of chewing on toothpaste. Like, I don't know. That's just the stigma of mint gum for me. Like, ugh. I don't know why. Just makes me think of chewing on toothpaste. I have no idea why. There we go. Ooh, blueberry. That'd be nice. Oh, you have an Irish mom? Oh. Oh no. Welcome. Welcome to the club. The crazy mom club. I think every mom's crazy, but there's certain moms, my guy. Let's see. Especially Caribbean mom. Oh my god. Or friggin' Trinidadian moms. Oh lord. I had a neighbor once. His mom would yell at him like there's no tomorrow. Ooh, to tell you what, Bruce the Fox, I forgot. Reminds me of, God, I forgot. Oh, are we talking about the gum? Mint gum reminds me, or like it makes me think of toothpaste that you can chew, and it grosses me out. Every time somebody offers me mint gum, I'm like, get that shit away from me. Who are you? I don't know. I think it's the grossest thing. I don't know where I got that fear from. Is it a fear? I don't fucking know. I just don't like mint gum. And you know what? I'm gonna say it. Juicy fruit ain't even that good. I don't know what's the hype. It runs out of flavor within 10 minutes. I don't know what's the hype. Everyone's like, juicy fruit's awesome. And I'm like, since when? Why are you saying that? Who's paying you to say that? That's just my opinion, though. If you like juicy fruit, that's cool. I just personally don't know why people would like juicy fruit. Zebra stripes, though. Have you ever had, like, zebra stripe gum? Holy shit. That's fucking gum. I'm just gonna copy paste this ear. Don't mind me. I'm not cheating. Whoop. Whoop. I'm just gonna do that. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. There we go. Nothing to see. Nothing happened. I didn't do that. There we go. Now it's like nothing happened. Tricked ya. Alright. There we go. Zebra stripe gum is like... I don't know. They were so weird. They have so much flavor. It's like 10 minutes at least. And they're called zebra stripe gum because when you open it, it looks like there's zebra stripes on it. And there was always like a little wrapper thing called a tongue tattoo wrap. And you just put it on your tongue for like 10 seconds. And you take it off and you have a little tongue tattoo. And it's so cute. But they rarely sell these anymore. They're very rare. I don't know why they don't sell them anymore. Like, they were the shit. They're as rare as candy cigarettes. Like, I used to buy those all the time. Candy cigarettes. Holy fuck. And a lot of people are like, ew, those are gross. It's just sugar and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you shut your fucking mouth. You have no idea. You have no idea. Those are my shit. Some retro candy shops sell them, but they're not sold in stores anymore. Like, you know, at your local grocery store, they don't sell them on the shelves anymore. It's a bad influence for kids. And yeah, I can understand that, but bring it back. Bring it back, please. Yeah, candy cigarettes. They were cool. There were two versions. One was bubblegum, where there would be powder at the end of... at the other end, not where the filter is, but the other end of the cigarette. And when you blow into them, it would just blow out some sugar powder, so it looked like you were smoking. I guess that's why they don't sell them on the shelves anymore. But they were cool. And then there was like... I can't describe what the material they use for it, but it's like, you ever have those pixie sticks? Or not pixie sticks, fuck. Those sticks where you dip them in that powder? I forgot, like Dip-A-Sticks or whatever the hell. It's pretty much made of the same thing that the stick is made. And I like to buy them because I like to chew on them. Or like I just like to keep it in my mouth for a little bit. It's kind of like gum, where you just chew on it and you can stay focused. I just like to stick it in my mouth. Like, it's like a toothpick for me. Not a lot of flavor though. You don't have any, like, weird candy? Skittles, Mentos. Oh, I love Maltesers. Those are good. Dude, Lazy Days. I did that all the fucking time, dude. Are you kidding? Everyone used to think that was so cool. And then I remember one kid on the bus when I was in middle school. One kid on the bus thought it'd be funny to sniff it up his nose and try to blow it out of his nose. And I'm like, oh my god. That kid almost had an aneurysm. My guy, oh my god. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. He never did it again, but that was crazy. What an idiot. Alright, I'm gonna switch to a softer brush because this needs to be blended a little bit. Where's my softer brushes? Oops. There we go. Weed chocolates? Well, that's a bit above the line. You know, candy cigarettes were exactly that, candy cigarettes. They're just candy shaped like a cigarette. But weed chocolate is different. That's chocolate that has weed in it. That's definitely something you don't put on the shelves. Let's see here. But yeah, when I was a kid, there was all kinds of shit. What else was there? There were those big ass gumballs with nerds and little toys in it, but they stopped being sold because people would choke, or like kids would choke on them, the little toy parts. And I'm like, well, kid's an idiot then. There's obviously toy parts. Why would you chew on the whole thing knowing there's toys in it? You're supposed to break it in half. But, you know, I guess some kids don't understand that. Those are the bomb. Or there would be, like, gumballs with... Ah, man, I forgot. Gumballs with even smaller gumballs or smaller candies inside. Fuck! Those are good. Chocolates. Weed chocolate. I don't know. Because I know recreational marijuana is legal now in California. I don't know if they sell weed chocolate. I heard you're not supposed to eat like a whole thing of edibles. I don't know. I heard. I don't do edibles. That's just what I heard. Kinder eggs. Dude, aren't those banned? Oh my god. Where are they banned? Are Kinder eggs banned? I haven't seen those in years. I used to remember I had a Kinder egg when I was young. I was so stupid. I had a Kinder egg and I wanted to save it for a special day, but when I opened it up a year later, yo, that wasn't custard inside, alright? It was something else. It evolved. It wasn't a Kinder egg. Oh my god. It was a new species. Gross, man. Never doing that shit again. Oh, God. Ooh, sour gums that change to sweet? Ooh, that sounds good. I love sour stuff. Sour Patch Kids, sour gummy worms. Love that shit. Soften up the color. It evolved to something else, Bruce. Just something else. Like, you know how you get like the little custard inside the Kinder egg? The nice and gooey custard. You're like, ooh, that's the best part. It wasn't custard anymore. It was something else. It was let's see. A biohazard. That's what it was. A fucking biohazard. Should have belonged in a laboratory somewhere. Didn't belong on Earth, tell you that. I need a... Where's my other soft brush? This one's not the one I want. This is definitely not the one I want. Give me a sec, I'm just trying to find my soft brush. What the fuck? I know I had it here somewhere. Sometimes I move my brushes around and I don't remember where I put them, but I'm pretty sure these aren't all my soft brushes. Or are they? Is this a soft brush? Nope. Ah, there it is. Exiting Evil 7, yes. That's exactly what it was. Ooh, it was gross. It was nasty. It was not okay. I think that's kind of what turned me off of Kinder eggs anyway, because they were just, I don't know. Ever since that day, I was like, I don't think I like Kinder eggs anymore. Just that image will always stick with me. It'll never go away. It'll be with me forever. My favorite artist, when it comes to like drawing art, I have no clue. But if I had to pinpoint it, because I love a lot of artists, but if I had to pinpoint my favorite artist of all time. Probably Vincent van Gogh. Like, it's nobody modern, it's more people from the past. Vincent van Gogh, I like him a lot because what he did was from his own mind. Nobody really ever thought about the stuff that he thought about. You know, he started the Impressionist stuff, and he wasn't afraid to do what he wanted. And a lot of people judged him for that, but he just kept going. And to me, that's really inspiring. So I put that into my own life as well. Like, no matter what people think, I'm gonna keep going, because it's what I like to do. And a lot of his paintings are fucking beautiful too. I saw that movie, Loving Vincent. You guys should see that movie, by the way. Loving Vincent was beautiful. It's about Van Gogh before he died. Really interesting. And that whole movie is hand painted, believe it or not. And I mean hand painted as in every fucking frame of that movie is painted. It's amazing. I still refuse to believe that people actually painted that shit. It's amazing. But man, people are amazing, right? So I don't really have any like modern favorite artists. I follow a lot of people, but no one's really my favorite. My pet peeves? I got a lot. I'm a patient person, and I tolerate a lot of shit. But there's some things that really get on my nerves. Like, let me think. Let's see. People that think they're right all the time. You know what I mean? People that can't take other people's opinions into their own thoughts. Like, me, generally, I'm a very open person. So I'm open to other ideas, other opinions, what other people have to say. I'm very open. I never shut somebody down. So I listen to what they say. And then I present my case. They listen to what I say most of the time. And then we're like, oh, okay, cool. We have different opinions on this, but it's cool to hear what you think. But those people that just think that they're right all the time, God, pisses me off. Especially in the art world, where there's some cocky artists. You know what I mean? Those people that are like, oh, I'm the best. Oh, hello, Music Box Hands. There's people that go, I'm the best. I didn't have any training. Don't need anybody to teach me anything. Blah, blah, blah. And then when an artist or other artists point out flaws in their work or things that they need to improve on, they're like, I personally don't think that I need to change anything because I'm already the best. You know, I'm already really good. And I think it's important for an artist to humble themselves every now and then. You know what I mean? Especially for me, like, I'm always like, oh no, I could do better than this, or I could draw that better next time. You know, I'm not the best at blah blah blah. And I just don't take myself that seriously. But some people just love being right all the time. That's probably my worst pet peeve. Fucking hate that. Scanner Darkly? Oh, I see. Keanu Reeves? Okay, I can check that out. I'm glad I inspire you, Music Box Sans. Samantha Amezcua, you should not hate your life. It'll always get better. Hello, J Raffs. What? Is that a little mine? Well, thank you. I'm really glad you think that. That tutorial's been doing very well, actually. For some reason. I'm gonna put a multiply layer real quick. Alright. Where's my soft brush? Yeah, isn't that right? A lot of people, well, I shouldn't say a lot of people, but I just hate really cocky artists. You know, people that don't believe that they could do better because they're already the best. I've met people like that, and it's just, that's a toxic way of thinking. You know, you're never going to get better if you don't think you can do better. I hate competitive artists as well. Like, nobody's style is the same. Nobody draws the same. Nobody paints the same. So I think as artists, we should be able to support each other in whatever we do. You know, because we're not all the same. That's just not true. Like, oh, I'm the best at anime, or I'm the best at comic book art, and blah blah blah. Like, okay. But, you know, in reality, there's always going to be somebody better than you. But that doesn't mean that their style is better than yours or whatever among the means of that. It's just they have more experience, they live longer, stuff like that, more skill. But you should never look at somebody's art and be like, I can do way better. I can do that. Watch me. Like, that's stupid. You shouldn't do that. Sorry, I'm just fixing my pen. Yeah, creep, depends on what style you want to go for. A lot of people have different tastes, you know, like, anime especially. People just love that shit. And if you want to draw anime stuff, you go right ahead. Nobody's stopping you. But if you want to draw something different, you go ahead. Whatever you want to do. That's what's most important. Whatever you want to do. Hello, Layla Meows. Yeah, a lot of people... Every artist has their own style. But you should never talk somebody down. Just be like, oh, you should probably change that style. Your anime looks disgusting. And I'm like, I just want to punch people that say that shit. Just, it's so rude. So rude. And it's very degrading to the artist. Who says that? Scum of the earth say that. But you guys, if you're drawing right now, I encourage you to just keep working at it. Because I believe in you. If you think that nobody else believes in you, I fucking believe in you. And I don't tolerate that I'm better than you shit. You support each other. That's what's important. Oh man. Art teachers, God. When I was in college, all my art teachers were great. You know, they were great people and they love what they do. But being in the class itself, I just felt no challenge whatsoever. I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere. So I would do something like incredibly different. And the teacher would be very surprised. And I wasn't trying to show off or anything, but I was forced to pretty much challenge myself. Because the teacher didn't present anything remotely challenging to me. It would always be like, oh, draw a circle and then you can make it a sphere if you shade it in correctly. And I always used to put like little divots and robotic parts on my sphere so I can challenge myself. The teacher didn't tell me to do that, but I would just do it for myself. And people always thought I would show off, but I'm like, no, I just wanted to do something that I never did before. I need to push myself because the teacher's not doing it for me. You know? And I know it kind of looked like I was showing off, but it's not my fault. The class was so basic, I had to do something to fucking entertain myself. And I couldn't move up because, you know, those kinds of classes, you can't really move up or go skip ahead. It was really hard. Hello, hi-lo. Thank you. Alright. Yee. The face is the worst. I mean, I love working on the face, but then at the end of the day, I'm like, God, why? I think I'm gonna do some adjustments here. I need to... Whoops. I need to fix this part. This does not look good. Just gonna move that in a little bit. There we go. Oh, yeah. About that, I thought I changed the title of the stream, but this is not my new channel banner. I forgot to change the title. I mean, well, I did change it, but the program wouldn't keep it for some reason. So, no, this is not my new channel banner. Although I might have a new one in the near future, but this is not the new channel banner. This is a project that I'm working on. So if you thought this was the new channel banner, I'm sorry. The title didn't change for some reason. I don't know why. Ouch. My wrists. This is prime time for carpal tunnel. It's not fun. Alright. Thank you, Riza Hawkeye. I'm not going into too much detail. When I do these streams, I try not to finish the whole thing in one go, because that takes a long time. And I don't want you guys sitting here for 6 hours. And it's kind of harder to draw when you have people watching you. I don't know if you ever had that. You ever been in art class and you have people watching you over your shoulder, and you're like, can I help you? It's really, really unnerving. They're like, ooh, is that Animu? I'm like, get out of my face, please. Hate that. I had that a lot in art class, too. When we had to do, like, master copies, everyone would be coming at my table. I kind of didn't like it. I mean, I know people like to observe other artists at times, but, like, literally the whole fucking class was at my shit. And I'm like, can you please, I need focus. That's just what I hated about those basic art classes. It just, no challenge. It wasn't any fun. So I had to make my own fun. And then people saw that as showing off. I had no fucking choice. It was hard for me. Gotta itch my ear real quick. Ouch. Ouch. I do not have a Musical.ly account, Layla. I'm not in with what the youth is carrying on about. You know, Musical.ly is mostly for very young kids. I'm not into that. And I'm 21. I got shit to do. Me. I used to draw on whiteboards a lot too. Like when I was in band, I used to draw on the whiteboard all the time when we had our breaks. It'd be the funniest thing. I wouldn't draw anything serious. It would just, people enjoyed my doodles. You know, I liked seeing them laugh, so I was like, I'll just draw a doodle for them. Nice little break. Okay, I think I'm gonna fix this left part here. It's a little odd looking. Just gonna kind of bring it in a little closer, because it's, I don't know, kind of weirded me out a little bit. Oops, no. Just a little bit more. Is that good? Yeah, that's good. There we go. Then we just erase, or not erase, but kind of color over that. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Oh, I used to get that all the time. When people ask, especially when people ask, that's another pet peeve of mine. When people ask to draw, or for me to draw them something for free. Oh no. That's literally the rudest thing you can do. Like, especially for artists at my skill, when you can obviously see that this takes a lot of time, a lot of my time, and you don't offer any payment of some sort. Like, yo, I don't have time to be doing this stuff. And like, if you want to do requests and whatnot, that's fine. Yeah, you go ahead. When you turn into an adult though, and you need money to pay the bills and eat food and stuff, you can't be doing stuff for free. It's not the way of life. You know, like doing shit for free is just not gonna work. But if you're young and you're practicing, you want to take requests, you go right ahead. But I'm an adult. I need moolah. I need skrill. Oops. Why does that keep going to blue? Alright, there we go. I need to figure out this hair later, but it looks pretty good for now. What time is it? 'Cause I'm getting hungry. Alright, in about 10 minutes, I'm about to end the stream, okay? So 10 minutes, I'm gonna end the stream, because I don't want to go any further. But I hope you guys, like, enjoyed this stream. My streams are pretty boring, in my opinion. I don't really have anything to say, but... Not ending right now, but just very soon. I need to eat. And I need to put balm on my hands. They're so dry. Remember, if you want to check out my art, I do have Instagram, and you can follow my Twitter if you want to. If you guys want updates, sometimes I do updates. I announce like new shit on my Etsy and stuff like that. I did recently put up new stickers for my Etsy shop, by the way. You can check that out. One of my videos has, or like pretty much all my videos have my Etsy shop link, so you can check out the recent video and you can go there. I got some medieval stickers for you guys. Adventurer's Loot. 46 stickers in one pack, my guy. Shit's crazy. I never did that many stickers in one pack before. And the Animal Crossing stickers are also back in stock if you want to check that out. Those were very popular. They sold out very fast last time. I'm glad this was a good stream for you, Colin. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Just finishing up some stuff here before I continue this on my own time. I just like talking with you guys every now and then. I want to get more interactive with my viewers. And I want you guys to remember, keep practicing and don't lose hope. Because 5 years ago, I was shit. And now look. Practice. Well, I'm glad that you're glad that I'm glad that you're glad. I know it's hard, lazy days, but you just gotta keep trying. The road will wind, but one day, it'll be straight enough for you to finish. You have school? Man, I almost forgot what school felt like. When I finished college, one day I woke up and I thought I was going to be late for my class, and then I realized I don't fucking have class. I got changed and everything, and then I remembered I don't go to school anymore. Not like general college, anyway. Ooh, gotta fix these eyes. These are ugly. Ooh, no, no, no. These are ugly eyes. Gotta fix those later. Gross, gross, gross. I don't like these colors. I'll figure it out. Should I add earrings to her ears? She looks like she could benefit from some earrings. Don't know. Do, 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 do. Running late was my biggest fear. I hated running late. That's why I always get up when my alarm clock tells me to. I don't argue. I just do what it tells me. Like, get up, and I'm like, okay, alright, I got you. I got you, alarm clock. I won't fight you like I fought sleep. Wow, you gotta get up for school that early? Jesus. I don't know how it is nowadays. I say nowadays like I was in like I was in middle school 20 fucking years ago. But I don't know, it seems school's getting earlier and earlier. It's scaring the shit out of me. I don't even remember what time I got up for. I mean, in general, I get up at like 6 o'clock, but I think I got up way earlier than that for high school. But I hope you guys are doing well in your studies and whatnot. Hope you're getting those A's and B's. And if you're not, I'm confident you can do better. Just gotta put a little more effort into it. Oh, I see. Yeah, school wasn't that bit of a challenge for me anyway. I just remember being bored all the time. All the time. Alright. What time is it? About that time. Alright, guys, so let me show you the progress that we've made. So, okay. Here is what it looked like before I started the stream. And then here's what it looks like now. I'm going to finish this soon. And then you guys can check out my Instagram. And it should be there finished very soon. I might work on this more tomorrow or the next day. Depends on when I feel like it. So we're ending the stream right now. And I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I know it's kind of boring. I don't really have much to say. But I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to try to come out with a couple more tutorials before my big announcement that's coming up soon. But yeah, so just keep an eye out for those. I encourage you guys to keep sharing my videos. There's been an influx of subscriptions, which I really appreciate. That's awesome. Feel free to feel free to donate to my PayPal. For donations is more for like money going into equipment and programs and stuff like that to make these videos and stuff better for you guys. It's not for me, it's for you guys. Shut up, Zerk the Alien. I'll kick your ass. I know where you live. Anyway, so yes, thank you very much, guys. I'll see you in the next stream. Goodbye. How do I stop this shit? Fuck. Yeah. Okay. How do I